Welcome back to our channel, where we explore the beauty of literature. In today's video of Shakespeare Series, we embark on a thought-provoking journey through Sonnet 7, a poetic gem that delves into the cycles of life, the passage of time, and the significance of leaving a legacy. Join us as we unravel the intricate layers of meaning and poetic brilliance interwoven within Sonnet 7. Let's start. Before we dive into the poem, let's take a moment to familiarize ourselves with the life and works of the great bard himself. William Shakespeare, often considered the greatest playwright in the English language, was born in Stratford-upon-Avon, England in 1564. Shakespeare's plays, such as Romeo and Juliet, Macbeth, and Hamlet, have become iconic in the realm of literature and theatre. His sonnets are equally noteworthy and offer a glimpse into his poetic genius. Shakespeare's sonnets are a collection of 154 poems written in the late 16th and early 17th centuries. Shakespeare's sonnets are written in iambic pentameter, which gives his poetry a natural and melodic flow, enhancing the overall musicality of his verses. Sonnet 7 opens with a vivid description of the rising sun and draws parallels between the natural world and the human experience. Shakespeare presents us with a profound exploration of life's stages, the transient nature of beauty, and the importance of leaving a lasting impact. Before we delve into the depths of Sonnet 7, let's take a moment to appreciate its structure. Like many of Shakespeare's sonnets, this one comprises 14 lines written in iambic pentameter, following the ABAB, CD, EF, G rhyme scheme. First, I will read the sonnet for you, and then give you a quick overview. Once that's done, we can dive into a line-by-line breakdown. Lo, in the orient when the gracious light lifts up his burning head, each under eye doth homage to his new appearing sight, serving with looks his sacred majesty. And having climbed the steep up heavenly hill, resembling strong youth in his middle age, yet mortal looks adore his beauty still, attending on his golden pilgrimage. But when from highmost pitch, with weary car, like feeble age, he reeleth from the day, the eyes, for duteous, now converted are from his low tract, and look another way. So thou, thyself outgoing in thy noon and looked on diest unless thou get a sun. The sonnet begins by drawing a parallel between the rising sun in the east and the young man's beauty. The line, lo, in the orient when the gracious light lifts up his burning head, describes the sun's ascent and how every eye pays homage to its new appearance. The speaker suggests that just as people admire and serve the majestic sight of the rising sun, so too should they appreciate and honor the young man's beauty. In the second quatrain, the speaker compares the sun's journey to that of a strong and vibrant youth in his prime. The line, resembling strong youth in his middle age, implies that even as the sun reaches its highest point in the sky, it still retains its awe-inspiring beauty. Similarly, the young man's attractiveness continues to be adored by mortal onlookers, who accompany him on his metaphorical journey, referred to as a golden pilgrimage. The third quatrain introduces a shift in the metaphor as the sun begins its descent from the peak of the sky. The line, but when from highmost pitch, with weary car, like feeble age, he reeleth from the day, compares the sun's declining trajectory to that of an elderly person, weary and faltering. The poet suggests that as the sun loses its strength and vitality, the eyes that were once dutifully fixed upon it now turn away, seeking another point of interest. In the concluding couplet, the speaker directly addresses the young man, warning him about the consequence of not having a child. The line, so thou, thyself outgoing in thy noon and looked on diest unless thou get a son, emphasizes the urgency for the young man to procreate. It implies that without leaving a child as his legacy, he will pass away unnoticed and unremembered, much like the setting sun that no longer captures the attention of onlookers. Sonnet 7 urges the young man to consider the importance of procreation and leaving a lasting legacy. It uses the imagery of the sun's journey across the sky to emphasize the fleeting nature of beauty and the need to pass it on through offspring. The sonnet suggests that without a child, the young man's beauty will fade into obscurity, underscoring the imperative to create new life to ensure his continued significance and remembrance. Now, let's see the meaning behind each line of the sonnet. Lo, in the orient when the gracious light lifts up his burning head, each under eye doth homage to his new appearing sight, serving with looks his sacred majesty. The poem begins by drawing a parallel between the rising sun in the east and the subject of the poem. As the sun rises, every eye below it looks up in reverence. People pay homage or respect to the sight of the newly risen sun. They serve the sun with their gaze, acknowledging its sacred majesty. In these lines, Shakespeare captures the awe-inspiring moment of the sun's rise, metaphorically referred to as the gracious light. The sun is depicted as a powerful symbol of life, rejuvenation, and divine presence. Just as every observer pays homage to the sun's majestic appearance, the poet emphasizes the significance of acknowledging and honoring the beauty and majesty present in life itself. The phrase "each under eye" suggests that all eyes below the sun, representing humanity, bow in reverence and serve as witnesses to its sacred majesty. The lines emphasize the interplay between the natural world and human existence, highlighting the transient yet captivating nature of life. And having climbed the steep up heavenly hill, resembling strong youth in his middle age, yet mortal looks adore his beauty still, attending on his golden pilgrimage. The sun is compared to a climber who has ascended the steep path of the heavenly hill, reaching its zenith. At its peak, the sun appears strong and youthful despite being in the middle stage of its journey. Even though the sun is in the middle of his journey, the humans or mortals continue to admire the beauty of the sun. People accompany the sun on its majestic journey through the sky, likened to a golden pilgrimage. Shakespeare compares the sun's ascent to the heavenly hill with the journey of strong youth entering middle age. Just as mortal onlookers continue to admire the sun's beauty throughout its golden pilgrimage across the sky, human observers continue to appreciate the beauty of aging individuals. But when from highmost pitch, with weary car, like feeble age, he reeleth from the day, the eyes, for duteous, now converted are from his low tract, and look another way. However, when the sun reaches its highest point and begins its descent, it is compared to an aging person with a tired or worn-out chariot. The sun, like an elderly person, weakens and stumbles as it moves away from the brightness of the day. The eyes that were previously dutifully focused on the sun's ascent now shift their attention elsewhere. Instead of gazing at the sun, they look down to a lower area or turn their focus in a different direction. Shakespeare skillfully transitions to the sun's decline, comparing it to the weariness and feebleness associated with old age. The image of the sun descending from its highmost pitch mirrors the decline of vitality and beauty in the later stages of life. As the sun reeleth from the day, the observer's gaze, once dutifully fixed upon the sun's path, shifts elsewhere. This mirrors the shifting attention and diminishing admiration faced by aging individuals. These lines encapsulate the transient nature of beauty and the inevitable passage of time. The sun's decline prompts the eyes of onlookers to turn away, just as aging individuals may experience a loss of attention and admiration from others. It serves as a poignant reminder of the transience of life and the need to leave a lasting impact. So thou, thyself outgoing in thy noon, and looked on diest unless thou get a sun. The speaker now addresses the subject directly, comparing them to the sun at its highest point. Unless you produce a son and ensure the continuation of your lineage, you will die unnoticed and unremembered. In the final couplet, Shakespeare directly addresses the subject of the poem. He warns that without leaving a lasting legacy, represented by the act of having a son, the subject will go unnoticed and unremembered, much like the declining sun that loses its audience as it sets. The implication is that the continuation of one's lineage and the passing on of their qualities, an essence through a sun, ensures their enduring significance. Through the vivid imagery of the rising and setting sun, Shakespeare invites us to contemplate the cycles of life, the fleeting nature of beauty, and the quest for immortality. Sonnet 7 serves as a powerful reminder to cherish the present moment and strive to leave a lasting legacy. Shakespeare reminds us of the transient nature of beauty, and the importance of procreation as a means to extend one's influence beyond their own lifespan. That concludes our detailed analysis of Shakespeare's Sonnet 7. We hope this exploration has shed further light on the profound themes and poetic brilliance within the sonnet. Join us in our next video as we continue our captivating journey through the enchanting world of Shakespeare's sonnets. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more captivating content.